there's far more talent, far more capabilities, and far more leaders in the GCC ecosystem. Why do they not ask what should stay in the HQ? Well, I don't think it's a coincidence at all. It's how the industry has evolved. If you think about the GCC industry in the last 20-25 years, the first phase was really emerging, building ground up, where a lot of leaders either came out of managers or senior managers who were coming from the services industry, or just a fraction few who were moving back from enterprise or HQ, which kind of defines the DNA of leadership. Over the last 20 years, what has happened is a lot of global corporations have set up their GCCs, a lot of interchange and a lot of senior leaders coming from HQ have started actually sitting in the GCCs. A lot of senior leaders from GCCs have started going to the HQ for assignments, and that has started bringing the HQ DNA into the GCCs. What sits today, 20 years later, is a very dynamic GCC environment where a lot of middle management senior leaders have actually gotten core experience plus developed capabilities which are industry leading. At this time, there's far more talent, far more capabilities, and far more leaders in the GCC ecosystem in India than we are finding in places like New York, London, or other major metros. Well, transformative GCCs really have a center of gravity and product ownership of functions sitting in the GCCs. The ones that plateau are the ones which have moved roles, which have moved functions, but never really decision-taking and product ownership. When we think about the best companies who are doing innovative, AI-driven, futuristic development work in the GCCs all across the globe, not just in India, what you will find is an equal or a greater percent of senior leadership sits in the GCCs. That drives a lot of ownership, that drives a lot of inherent innovation, and it drives a lot of career building, which is at the heart of being transformative. Well, I've been fortunate to sit across many leaders across the globe. And a fundamental question, or the most basic question most leaders would start asking is, what is it that can go to the GCC? And I always sit back and wonder, why do they not ask what should stay in the HQ? The best companies in the world who have really drive the benefit of GCCs, and this is the top tech firms, the top banks, the top pharmaceutical companies, right, who are doing a lot of cutting edge work, are really questioning themselves and saying what should stay in the HQ, what should stay on shore or in their current locations of development, whether it's product, technology, or future medicines. When you ask the question what should stay, it gives you a much broader net of what you want to build in GCC, and hence that drives cutting edge transformation.